A new trial with new evidence started today for two former St. Louis police officers accused of beating a fellow officer while he was working undercover as a protester. Their first trial ended with a deadlocked jury.
Now a similar jury will hear the case. Our Casey Nolan is live outside the federal courthouse downtown. Casey?
Mike and Ann, Luther Hall, the undercover officer, is black and the two officers on trial are white, and prosecutors say that matters because they contend officers beat Hall because they thought he was a protester and because he is black. The jury, for a second time, is all white. Two now former St. Louis police officers back in court Tuesday facing federal charges for a second time. Their alleged victim, one of their own. Officer Luther Hall was working undercover during a 2017 protest against police brutality when prosecutors say 5 of his fellow officers beat him during an arrest. 2 pleaded guilty and are awaiting sentencing. In March, a jury acquitted one officer and returned a partial verdict for Christopher Myers and deadlocked on the charges against Dustin Boone. Hall's cell phone recorded some of what happened during the arrest in question. Myers is charged for allegedly destroying the phone and the evidence on it. Boone is accused of depriving Hall of his civil rights, and prosecutors now have more evidence than at the first trial. Along with vulgar and racist texts, prosecutors say phone records show that Boone was on a video call with his girlfriend while officers were assaulting Hall. Then, when he found out Hall was a cop, sent her a text saying, quote, "Nothing about that story to anyone, please. Not something I'm proud of and not entertaining at all at this point." She responded, "I would never say anything." Just as the first trial started out, the jury in this retrial is all white. Prosecutors unsuccessfully challenged defense attorney Scott Rosenblum's exclusion of some potential jurors based on race. Rosenblum accused prosecutors of excluding outstate jurors because he said farther out from the city, it's, quote, more conservative and law and order. Hall says he didn't tell the other officers who were arresting him that he too was a cop because he didn't want to blow his cover in front of other protesters. Other protesters from that night are suing over what they say is their mistreatment from that night in September of 2017. Hall sued the city and won $5 million for how he was treated. As for this criminal trial, it's expected to take about 2 weeks. Live downtown, Casey Nolan, 5 on your side.